Buenas tardes a todos and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to attempt to do a drive around of the new Santa Rosalía resort, which is just on the outskirts of Los Alcázares. I've had quite a lot of people say they'd be interested in finding out more about it, so I thought let's try and get in past security, do a little drive around and have a look at the facilities in there. So I hope you like this one. Let's go for a wee drive. So I'm just coming up from the Los Alcázares direction up to the roundabout where the Sunday market is, if you know that. So I'm going to try and get in past security here. So let's see how we go. So this is the access gate here. And there is a security office, but I've got no idea how it's going to go. There you go, that was easy. Drove straight through, never even stopped me. So this is us into the resort, and there is absolutely loads of building work going on here. So I'm just going to have a wee drive around first of all and capture the best bits. So look at these apartments that are all going up here. I was really shocked really about the security, because I thought, you know, this is an expensive resort. There's nothing else further along here, so I'm just going to whiz around. So I really thought there would have been some security check coming in, but it may well be that all they're doing is taking a note of registration numbers. So this is a big, fairly new resort. You know, we're here coming up for 3 years now, and there wasn't really that much of it when we first arrived, but it's just been springing up everywhere. So I'm just going to drive around, see what I can see. I know there's a fantastic central part of this where they've got like it's like a man-made lake with a sandy beach and stuff, so we'll try and capture that in the video for you. But you know, you can see here, look at the building work that's going on here. Somebody is making a lot of money out of this, and I don't know if it's true or not, but I'd heard that you know, something around 70 to 80% of the properties that are being built here are sold already. So, you know, I don't know how true that is. Do you know, is that a true statistic, or is it just something that the builders and the estate agents are saying to get people to put a bit of a hurry up? That was actually quite a nice little bit along there, but I'm going to go along here first of all. So there's no buildings on the right here. So again, we might need to do a little camera tilt just to get a better look at it. So in fact, I don't even know if I can drive around there. I can't. Well, that's a security gate, so I'm not going to get out here. I'm just going to do a bit of a turn in case the gate's shut and I can't get back in. So this is another gate back out, and if you go out that gate there, up to your right is Mar Menor Golf Resort on the Mar Menor Boulevard. I've done a couple of videos on those already, although it may be time for an update. So just to give you your bearings. You see, it's a lovely day here again today. We've got 28 degrees. Beautiful sunny day here on the 24th of October. So let's just drive along here. Now, I know there's a lot of houses on here, and I know there's a big central lagoon with I know at least one bar and restaurant, but I don't know what other facilities are on the course, or on the resort. It's just massive. I'm just looking at side streets here, and I can see that there's loads and loads of buildings everywhere. So it's certainly a popular resort. Right, is it worthwhile going round there? Forgive me for this erratic approach here, but I've only ever been in here once, and it was a couple of years ago, and things have changed quite a lot since then. I don't know any of these street names. Oh, I can't drive round this way. I can only whiz around here, but this will give you an idea, you know, the range of different houses that are here, lots and lots of villas, and as we've seen at the beginning, lots of apartments. So apartments everywhere. Semi-detached villas and detached villas everywhere. So these are pretty penny. There'll be no no bargain loving Brits in the sun buying up here, so I can tell you that. Now I know some friends that have come up for lunch and they said that the lunch was fantastic. In fact, I'm going to pull up here. There's no cars around, so I'm going to try and get this for sale sign. There's a little for sale sign here, can we see it? So Costa Blanca Woningen.com, so it sounds Dutch or German. So we'll have a look at that and see. We'll see what that is, and we'll put it on the video, what the price of that one is, or what it is it's for sale. Yeah, so let's just carry on. So sorry, yeah, I had friends that have come up for lunch, and they said lunch was lovely, and they really enjoyed it. But as I say, we haven't been up yet. They do look lovely, I've got to say. This is the new modern style everywhere. It's just these white boxes wherever you go. So you can see here, lots of building work here as well. I'm not going to go out the back way because I'm sure that's a road out, so I'll just cut round here. I'm trying to head towards the big blue lagoon part and see if I can walk in there. Yeah, so these modern style black and white boxes I've taken over from the traditional Spanish style that you would have got up till probably 2010ish, maybe a little bit later. Everything was built in traditional Spanish style, but now everything is just built as a modern white box. And whilst it doesn't have traditional Spanish character, it does seem to be appealing to modern buyers, because they're selling like hotcakes. Just building work, I can't tell you just how much building work is going on here. It's everywhere you look. And people laughed at me saying that, you know, there's cranes everywhere and that the crane should be Spain's national bird. And just on that, there's a big crane, right? In fact, there's two right in front of us. I wonder how many are here. When I get out of the car for a laugh, I'll see how many cranes I can count and see if I can get them in a camera. These are big houses. I wonder how much they cost. So I can't get to the lake there. In fact, I could see it there, so I wonder if I could just stop. Let's just stop here and walk round to have a look at that, and then we'll pick it back up on the drive afterwards. So I've got out of the car. I'm just going to have a wander along to the part where I could see that the lake or inland sea, I don't know what they're calling it, but it's probably an inland lake, and I know I can walk along here, so you need to forgive me for the camera angle because the sunshine is going to be behind me. But in fact, I'm just going to whiz the camera around, and that way you can see what I see as I'm walking along. So let's have a wee look. So you can see really nice villas here. Not much outdoor space. A decent garden, probably got a wee pool in them. I can see a shower sticking up there. But the purpose of this is to just wander along here, and I'll show you this because it really is really nice, I've got to say. But again, how busy is it all going to be? You look at the number of houses that are all around here. How busy is this going to be? Anyway. Are you ready to be amazed? Wait to see how nice this looks. So this is Santa Rosalía. I don't know how you get in this gate. Oh, you just push it, look at that. So if any you're buying up here because the security is good, take another look at that security. Anyway, look at this. Cocoa Beach. Santa Rosalía, Cocoa Beach. No swimming. No swimming. That's bizarre. The nearest beach open for swimming, Chiringuito Beach. So I'm just looking at these notices here as we see it. Every person who is within the lake premises must wear visibly the personal and identification bracelet that determines that they can access and make use of such facilities. Thank you for your cooperation. And that, I take it that's the bracelet there. So you can't cycle, you can't skateboard, no dogs are allowed, use ashtrays, use litter bins. But have a look at this. I think it looks really, really nice, but I'm puzzled about the no swimming thing. Can you swim in this? Is it purely for looks? I mean, it's got a beach. I'll just show you that there. So they've built this beautiful, and this is proper sand here. Look at it. A proper sandy beach. Even with a lifeguard station, so I wonder if he's there. Red flag, no swimming, no bathing. So they're making it pretty clear that you're not allowed to swim. So I wonder if that's just at this time of the year, or whether that's all the time. So if you know, let us know in the comments. But doesn't it look fantastic? It just looks like you're down by the sea, but you're actually inland at the resort. So it's a really nice looking bit, but just a bit strange if you're not allowed to swim in it. Anyway, I'm not going to walk any further around. It's just to give you an idea of what's here actually in the resort at the lake. So let's have a look at the restaurant, see if we can find that and see what's going on around there. I did mean to say that as I came up to the gate here, so this is the actual beach area. You can see they've got these signs up here. Let me just see if I can zoom in on it and show you what it says. So private area, please do not enter beyond this point. This is an area for residents only. Thank you for respecting our privacy. So there you go. So you're not, if you're not a resident, you're not allowed in here. Well, I'm not a resident, I've just walked right in. That's a bit odd, isn't it? Anyway, let's try and find this restaurant. So I'm just going to make my way back round to where I believe the restaurant is, from memory. But it's all changed so much, just with the volume of building work. Just pouring concrete here, so this is in full build mode. Just poured the foundations of the previous one. Look at all these houses that are being built here, look. I really should have tilted that camera a bit to the right again, so. But I'm sure you'll be able to see what I mean. So this is keeping the builders going, that's for sure. These are all detached villas. But again, not much space at the front. Probably big enough for a little swimming pool just at the front of them. So let me just get my bearings. I don't know if I can go that way, because I'll try it anyway. Let's try it. Let's try and see if we can get along to the restaurant this way. So this is just one massive building site. I don't know if we can get around this way. Looks like we can. Ah, I can see the restaurant over on the left there. So it may be a case that I just need to park up and walk over. So why don't we try that? Because I can't see any way of being able to drive any further up the roads here. So let's evacuate the car and go for a wander. So this looks like the way in on foot. So I'm just going to wander in, film what I can, and then we'll chop some of the rubbish out and hopefully leave you with an interesting video. So as I've said, building work everywhere. Gates are here. I wonder if this gate is just open the way that the last one was. Now I know members of the public have come in here for lunch, but I don't know if that's still the case. Let's just try. This door's locked. That door's locked, so I can't actually get in here. Although, having said that, if I just walk about 3 metres to my left, there's an access gate here for the workers which is open, but I'm not going to go in because there's every chance that I could get challenged. So let's just wander along the outside here. So I don't know how you get in for lunch, but I know friends of mine have been in for lunch. So I take it this must be the Chiringuito beach, because there's people actually in the water here. So it may just be that the other end is still getting worked on, and that's why it's not allowed access yet. So yeah, that's a nice little beach there. I'll try and zoom in a little bit, I'll see if it works. Let's just see if we can zoom in. Yeah, so there you go. So inland, in Spain, in Murcia province, just along the road from Marmenor Golf Resort, you can be sitting at the beach, playing in the water, and just having a day out. So fantastic facilities, but again, it just surprises me that it's not as big as I thought it would be, the beach areas, so it's going to be really busy in the summer months. I'm probably not going to get all the way into this restaurant, so. So this is the La Reserva Beach Sport Club. It looks very nice. There'll be a little menu here. I'm not going to get inside because I think there's people having lunch, and I hate to disturb people when they're at their lunch, but we'll have a look at the little menu and see what that shows. Right, so it's just a little notice saying the terrace will be closed because of a private event, and then there's obviously notices saying don't come in swimsuits or bikinis or wet or damp clothing, so that's fair. Playing with footballs is you're not allowed to play with your balls inside the restaurant. There's a notice specifically saying playing with balls is forbidden, so gentlemen, take note of that. No playing with your balls. Running is forbidden, pets are allowed only on the terrace, etc, etc. So a few little notices there. So yeah, people just having lunch. I'll try and have a look inside. Hola, buenas. So yeah, this looks like a great little restaurant. Look at this. It looks like all these glass curtains all the way around that can open up to let some air through. It is air conditioned in here, it's lovely and cool. So yeah, it does look good. We've got the wine chillers here. Different, obviously set for different temperatures. For the roses and the reds. And just for all you wine snobs that say, you know, red wine should be served at room temperature, if you did that in Spain, you'd be drinking it hot. So good choice of spirits, good choice of selection of whiskies there as well, which is always good. So yeah, it's good. It's a good resort, looks lovely. They've got some show houses dotted around. Don't know if you'll be able to see that on the notice board. Passion, Santa Rosalía, Capri, Mediterranean Homes, Passion for Living. and they've got a show house 180 metres. So if you want to come up and have a wander around, there'll be various show houses available, and there's a massive range of properties here, and everywhere I look there are cranes. Let's see how many we can count. So I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 that I can see, and there's bound to be more around this end. Well, there is parking, you can get in here. That's 18 cranes so far, and it's showing that there's parking here. But La Reserva Beach, there it is, car park at the back. So obviously if there's a car park, there must be a way to drive in, so I haven't found that yet, but I'm sure you will if you're interested. So there you go, 18 cranes that I can see, and that's just in a quick count. And there are builders everywhere. That's quite a nice little restaurant and beach club, isn't it? What do you think of the beach? Let me know in the comments what you think of it. Do you think it's big enough? Is it going to be chock-a-block in the summer months once all these houses are filled? I think it will be. I wonder if there'll be sunbed wars. I wonder if all these rich folk will be coming out at 6 in the morning. They throw their towels on the sunbeds. See those sunbeds right there? Look at that. Those sunbeds right next to the water. That'll be the sunbed wars, that'll be the towels. The towels will be out there at 6 in the morning to ensure they get the best beds. That would be hilarious to see. I wonder if that's going to be the case. Sunbed wars in Santa Rosalía. Could that be a Spanish headline? I wonder. So just as I come back out, that looks like a little stage, so maybe there's live acts sometimes. And this is a little ice cream shop, heladeria, here as well. So other than that, I can't see any other facilities on Santa Rosalía Lake and Life Resort. Do you know what the plans are? Are they going to put shops? Are they going to put bars? Or are they just going to rely on the fact that people might go to Mar Menor Boulevard, which is just up the road? But I've got to say, if you're coming out for a night out up to Mar Menor Boulevard, it's going to be hard to get back, because I can't imagine the taxis will be too happy at doing a short run like that. And if you've had a few beers with your dinner, it'll be a long stagger back, particularly in the winter nights when it's dark. So I don't know what the plan is. If you know, are they putting in shops, are they putting in bars, more restaurants, are they going to just concentrate on having that one? If you know, let me know in the comments. So just going to drive around the last little bit. Now, I know that I haven't covered the whole resort, but to be honest, a lot of the bits I haven't looked at are just building sites anyway. If I trip across them on the way back out, then I'll obviously include them in the video, but at the moment, I think that's really all we're going to see. Probably all we're going to see. I might actually go over the other side just to have a quick look at what's going on there, because the reality is, I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there. So this is the road that I came in. It takes me back to the main gate, so I'm going to try and cut up to the other side, because I know there are a lot of properties being built, but all you can see here is those concrete skeleton structures. Yeah, so that's where I come in. So maybe we should whiz the camera around to the other side. In fact, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and drive around this side. Although you're not supposed to, technically it's probably residents only, but at the minute I think anybody can go anywhere because it's not as tight as you would like it to be security wise. Okay, so I'm just cutting round to the left. So this part of the resort runs alongside the main road that heads up to Mar Menor Golf and Mar Menor Boulevard. So that'll hopefully help you get your bearings. I remember watching all of these houses getting built. They don't hang around, I'll tell you that. The Spanish don't hang around. Spanish builders. Yeah, I'll just go up here. They've actually turned out to be really, really nice houses. And you know what I like about them? They've actually got a little bit of space in between the houses. They've not, like some of the ones I've seen in Roda Golf. You know, you can almost touch you and your neighbour's wall. So this looks like it's a dead end. Yes, it is. So I can't actually go this way. Now, I should be able to drive around there, but it's not going to let me for some reason. Do you know what? Let's use this guy's driveway to cut round. I know it's not right to do that, and I shouldn't be doing it, but at the minute, let's see what we can get away with. We'll take a wee chance where we can. Yeah, so these villas at least are having a bit of space between them. You're not able to touch you and your neighbour's walls like some of the ones that I've seen. But I think that's reflected in the price. These are expensive as far as I remember. Yes, I don't know where I can go here. I certainly can't go that way, and I can't go that way. So anyway, I think that's probably enough. I think you've got a good flavour of what the resort looks like. Let me just whiz the camera to the other side. Yes, I'm just going to film down the left-hand side here as we head back to the main gate. And you'll see, as I said all throughout this video, building work everywhere. Wherever you look, there's building work going on. I wonder what the total value of the properties being sold on this resort is. How many hundreds of millions in total? I wonder if anyone knows. I wonder if anyone knows what the total is. If you know, let me know in the comments. So there you have it. That's a quick drive around Santa Rosalía Lake and Life Resort here in Murcia province. It's probably, you know, 5 to 10 minutes drive from the old town at Los Alcázares, and 5 minutes drive to Marmenor Golf and Marmenor Boulevard. So that will help you sort of pinpoint where it is. These are expensive properties up here. I don't think there's anything under 300 grand, but I will try and check and add that into the video for you. And that, you know, that might be far too low. They could be 350 or 4, I don't even know. But we'll do a quick internet search and pin a couple on the screen for you to have a look at. So if you fancy it, Google it, have a look at it. There's loads and loads of sales offices around. There's at least 3 as soon as you come in the front gate. You can come and talk to people and see what's there, but I'd be doing a bit of Googling first to see what's available in your price range, because they may be dearer than you think. So anyway, as always, if you like this video and you want to see more of my content, you know, please just take a second to subscribe. It's the most single important thing you can do to help me grow the channel. And as always, I'll put a little QR code up there. If you're watching on your telly, grab your phone and scan that little QR code, and that'll take you straight into the page to let you subscribe. It's totally free, it doesn't cost you anything, it never will cost you anything. It just makes sure that you get alerts and that I can help grow the channel. So anyway, as always, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you all on the next video. Hasta luego!